lift harder. And I was exhausted. And I see on the window the girls who work the front desk had put up a sign saying, "Tell us where Glenn is and we'll let you out early." So it was fantastic to be part of, you know, when I was growing up and there was only like a few, less than 6,000 channels, water cooler conversation, you know, an event would happen on TV and people could talk about it. And this was one of those events that I'd wander around everywhere and people would be like, "Man, I just want to know, just tell me what's happening." Like I'd be at the drugstore, I'd be in line and the person would go, "Okay, it's $8.95, by the way, what happened to Glenn? Is he alive? Just tell me, please." And they'd ask so genuinely, I wanted to tell them sometimes. So I would say, in the very last second, a flight of giant eagles save us from the bottom of Mount Mordor. And they're like, "Oh, that's you're Lord of the Rings, asshole, bye." So yeah, it was great. It was very exciting to be part of that sort of epic storytelling, you know?
Yeah, I mean, your character's death is kind of different from what we see, you know, from some of the others. You weren't turned, you weren't killed by somebody else. There's something that like is sad and I don't know, and beautiful at the same time in how your character went out. That Glenn tried so hard to save Nicholas and he wasn't able to. When did you find out that your character was going to be killed off? And can you talk about filming of that last day?
Yeah, totally. Scott Gimple does this amazing, brave, beautiful thing where he calls the actors and has a conversation with them about, like, "Hey, this, you know, Nicholas is coming to an end. This is why. We love you. It's nothing you've done." You know, and so I knew going into season 6 that, like, around episode 3 or 4, my character would come to an end. And then I knew the how of it probably just before we started shooting 602. They told me what was going to happen. And so I was just like, wow, that's great. And I kept asking them, I said, "Please tell me I don't kill Steven, because if that's the case, I can't go anywhere ever again in my life." And I like going outside, guys. It's a really fun thing to do. On the day that we had this great director, Michael Slovis, who was just fantastic and really sensitive to all the undercurrents of a scene, and then just visually just quite accomplished in how he tries to capture those emotions. And we just kind of went at it, man. Like, the crew is so phenomenal. Like, we talk about how the other actors are there to, like, really support you, but also the crew, like the guys who hand you your guns, the prop guys, and the camera guys. There's this camera operator, Deke, who was up there. He'd be wearing, like, and so on my scene, he'd be wearing Steven's pants and going down with the camera to him to come up to me and just right there with you. So even when you weren't acting opposite Steven, there's still somebody there who's, like, giving you so much energy to try and tell a great story. And then I just told Slovis, I said, "Hey, I'll give you lots of highs, I'll give you lots of lows, let's do it a few times, and please don't edit me to look like an asshole." And that was kind of what they did. They told a really great story, I thought, you know.